Hello and welcome to this Christmas season edition of Eye on Port. Eye on Port is your authoritative current affairs television program that brings Ghana's port and maritime ministry closer to you closer to the Port and Maritime Ministry of Ghana. It is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, the Ghana Revenue Authority, GOIL Company Limited, Serene Insurance and Ghana Link. Our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Remember, if you grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT, all that transpires here on Eye on Port will be found in that newspaper. So make sure to grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT. Viewers, as we approach the end of the year, we wanted to take a look back and assess the year 2021 in the maritime trade, as well as forecast for the incoming year. To help us do this, we sought the expert opinions of the current president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, as well as the immediate past president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders in the person of Kwabena Ofosu-Appiah. They had some interesting opinions to share on the industry. Take a listen. This week's edition of Eye on Port saw the immediate former president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Kwabena Ofosu-Appiah, and the current president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, disagree on the government's benchmark value policy that has been in existence since 2019. The former president of GIF was of the opinion that government could alleviate the cost of doing business at the ports by considering other areas other than the benchmark value.
I can bear with the magnanimity of government to want to make life a lot more easier for all of us.
Yeah.
You see, but I think that if we burn the midnight oil in a better way, we can come up with solutions that will probably give us the same effect. Okay? I mean, like he mentioned, the aggregation of the taxes, it is still in our domain to be able to do something about them.
He said the benchmark value policy appears to erode the regional trading objectives.
When Nigeria was doing it under ETLS, we were shouting. Nigeria was not allowing plastic goods into Nigeria, which was a total affront to the arrangement that was in place then. Benin was also subjecting transit goods to pay duty. Okay, we frown on all those arrangements. Now we are also doing something that is eroding the commonality. Like I mentioned, we have the common external tariff situation in place now. If our practices, if we are going to use non-tariff arrangements to offset the commonality, if Nigeria does it, how are we going to complain?
The president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, however, opined that each government should exercise their prerogative of implementing policies that inure to the benefits of its citizens.
We travel to those destinations to buy imported goods. What makes their goods cheaper? Because they have a unique system that also help their citizens to have a cheaper cost of doing business. And that's what Ghana was also doing. So there's nothing wrong. Otherwise, they could have been penalized.
While the president of GUTA acknowledged the efforts to introduce mechanisms that would catalyze trade, he remained unsatisfied with the cost of doing business at the country's point of entry.
We're talking about high cost of doing business here, which cumulates to about 55%. We went to government, we wanted the taxes to be reduced.
55% of what?
50% of your import
your CIF
value.
Okay.
Paying duty rate of 20%, you have to pay 18.5%. After the 20% duty have been added to your invoice value. So, for instance, 100,000 then become 120,000 before the VAT is slapped. Before the other levies that are lined up at the port, about 15% of that is also slapped. Then it becomes 55. If your goods is about attracts 35%, in the case of the commodities, tin, tomatoes, and all that, then you are paying 35% plus VAT plus these taxes that I'm talking about 65%. This is what we told government, that we cannot contain this. It means that when you bring goods worth of $100,000, you have to vomit $55,000.
The former president of GIF, Kwabena Ofosu-Appiah, also called for the review of certain questionable operations and charges that build up to the 15% increase in government's fees at the ports.
We have statutory organizations in there like the Food and Drugs, the EPA, I mean, just name them, quite a lot. And if this 15% charge is going to come unmitigated, it is seriously not something that will board pleasantries. You know, it's a serious one. So I think that now that the budget is being debated, if we can quickly look at the incidence of that kind of adjustment on how do you call it, pricing in our space. It's something that we will have to do as soon as possible to.
The president of GUTA, Dr. Obeng, also expressed reservation when it comes to the revision of the VAT from flat to standard rates.
It's going to create a very huge problem for government revenue collection, because for the past 5 years, when the flat rate was introduced, we all do not have the input tax now. So if you do not have the input tax, how are we going to write the output for the collection of sale?
Kwabena Ofosu-Appiah, who is also a senior fellow at the Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, also advised Ghana's government to embark on a path of consistency so far as its policy direction on trade is concerned.
I want to say again that never again should we have this topsy-turvy approach to finding solution. You from 2017, you can see the conversation. Paperless, Dubai ports, Unipass, this, that. We shouldn't get ourselves into situations where occasionally, sometimes ATS, we have everything reset, and then it creates problems for us.
Touching on border restrictions, the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, criticized the approach of ECOWAS in dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic and its attendant challenges with cross-border trading.
They seem not to know what they are doing, because they should have combated this disease altogether. They should have harmonized the strategies and all that for this, so that at least as a sub-region they have one policy that to manage the disease. In this case, once they are all doing this in harmony, the movement can go on without any problems, because what is being done in one country is the same as the other is doing. And once we have an economy to build, then we are building this economy. As a community, they could not do this.
Kwabena Ofosu-Appiah, on the other hand, explained why the official reopening of the land borders is wise.
I can tell you on authority that everything is happening at the frontiers. Everything. People are crossing, they are going in and coming out.
Doing business.
Exactly. Yes. The only thing that, like he mentioned, is that it's not being properly documented. Nobody has a handle on what is happening there. And why people are calling for it to be officialized is because now there is extortion. Because it is not official, the individual it is at a greater cost to the individual who is crossing the border. So if it is made official, then we can put in the conditions necessary for opening the border. We can now have handles on who is coming in and who is going out. We can have good statistics to tell the story tomorrow.
All right, folks, that was some assessments from our experts on the year 2021 in the maritime trade, as well as what they hope to see in the incoming year for the industry. We also took a few comments from viewers of the program on this particular subject. Let's take a listen. This one is from Isaac Techiman. He says, "Great show, Iron Port. Please ask the Guta president about assertions that government is over-pampering them." Hi Isaac, the Guta president disagrees with the notion that government is pampering them. He said, if anything, traders are in distress and want more to be done to alleviate their hardships. Nonetheless, he acknowledges government's efforts so far. I'm John from Nungwa. I think governments should reduce some of the taxes on imported goods, especially cars. The taxes are too much. Yao from Tema says, the benchmark value policy was a bad policy. Why don't we go with the WTO valuation rules and be truthful to ourselves by submitting genuine invoices? All right, folks, Iron Port would be back after this short break.
Electricity, pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Tell God, my money too small, why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is, you still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Impressive factory. If only I had listened to you, I wouldn't have been in this mess. That devastating fire virtually wiped out the whole factory and my warehouse.
Remember my misfortunes last year? Serene Insurance Asset All Risk Fire policy that I took were there to pay for my damaged stocks in the warehouse. And my machines that were affected by the floods have been replaced. My accident vehicle is back on the road thanks to Serene Insurance Motor Policy. Currently, my goods are on the IC covered with their marine cargo insurance policy. I was just telling Ajima about Serene Insurance.
Oh, Ajima,
tell him more.
As a road contractor, I make sure I do my contractors all risk insurance for the projects and then workers' compensation for all the workers on site. With Serene Insurance, they will make sure they will cover your unknown tomorrow today.
Serene Insurance, a new face of insurance. Call us now.
We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some.
On behalf of the board of directors and management and all staff of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, I am happy to announce once again that we've come to the end of another year. We've come to the end of 2021, and we are happy to still be together, to have good memories of the past year. That it has been a 2021 year that we all expected to be better than 2020 because of COVID. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate all of us, GPHA staff and management, our port community, shipping lines, freight forwarders, customs, all other state agencies working with us, ICUMS and all the other entities that have worked together throughout the year for the achievement that we've had. So far, statistics are showing that we've done better in 2021. Even 2020 that had challenges, we did better. And we've come into 2021 even with better results, as the statistics will show by the end of December, when we've compiled our full cargo and vessel statistics. So we are looking forward to 2022 even with brighter hopes that we'll be able to do better. I want to use this opportunity to wish all of us a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous and healthy 2022. Let's continue to keep safe from COVID. Now there are new variants that are coming in, so it's not over yet. We need to continue to remain safe, abide by the protocols, and live healthily into 2022 and then work better. Good luck to all of us. Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. Thank you very much.
All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at some local port and maritime news next. Officials of the Ghana Link Network Services, operators of the Integrated Customs Management System, have held a day's training program for journalists who report on the Port and Maritime Ministry of Ghana. The training program held in Accra was to afford the members of the press in this specialized field a deeper understanding into the operations of the trade facilitation tool deployed at Ghana's ports and frontiers, which would lead to improved and accurate reportage pertaining to the ICUMS. The journalists were taken through a general technical overview of the ICUMS system, its operations, e-tracking and scanning systems.
We've been talking about single window, and what is a single window? Single window is actually a single system where all stakeholders in the trading community can actually come on a single platform to conduct business and not to be logging in and out of several systems.
We have internet connections from about 5 different service providers. So whenever one goes off, the system seamlessly switches to the next one. So basically it keeps downtime to the barest minimum.
The Deputy Managing Director of Ghana Link Network Services, Clyde J, stated that despite mixed reactions from stakeholders during the commencement of the ICUMS project, its success after a year is common knowledge. He reviewed some of the deliverables users of the system should expect from the soon-to-be rolled out Phase 2 of the project.
For instance, Ghana Standard Board, how they collect. Previously, it was like an independent system operating, but now all of them collect their revenue through the ICUMS, so that at the end of the month or year, they can say that, okay, this is what we actually generated. And this were the reporting that we're adding up so that they can, the government, any statistics that they need, they can have it. And also, we look at, in the previous system, there was no advanced passenger information system. But based on the contract that we have advanced passenger information system that will give customs the opportunity to be able to assess or to know risk passengers who are coming, so that immediately they maybe get to the airport, they can call them and investigate them.
Team lead for the Port Journalist Network, Elvis Dako, said such programs would build the capacity of his colleagues as they furnish the public with information on the critical port industry and maritime trade.
If you look at the revenue that this country generates on an annual basis, the port happens to be the single largest revenue generator for the state. So such a sector needs the best attention if we want this country's revenue generation to improve.
The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority continually pursues the upgrading of skills of its security personnel to meet the optimum requirement needed to provide Ghana's port environment with excellent security services. This effort has been recently demonstrated in the passing out of 2 of its security staff from the Army Combat Training School after undertaking 3 months of intensive drill and duties course. One of the GPHA staff, named Abdullah Ismaila, finished the course as the best allied student of the graduating class. The Tema Port Security Manager, Colonel Emmanuel Nyante, told Ion Ports that the training, which is done yearly for some of its high-performance staff, is one that is often reserved for members of the military. The Port Security Manager said the authority's security department will leverage on this feat to train the rest of its staff to meet the military standard.
We believe that with this kind of excellence, it is going to be replicated within the department. The drill training and exercises will be improved, and we will see a high level of discipline and drill within the department.
The security trainees expressed their gratitude to the authority for the opportunity.
I would like to say that with the success we have chalked, it is imperative that the authority sees this training as an important one. As such, give us more slots whenever such trainings are being organized, so that more of our colleagues can go through the same experience and come out successfully.
A modern one-stop shop auto service center has been opened at the GOIL station in DAWHENYA near Tema. The center has a well-stocked lubricant shop, tire change and alignment section, and a state-of-the-art diagnostic center. The well-equipped center is expected to serve vehicles plying the Accra-Aflao Road and vehicles in the Pundits enclave. The dealer and owner of the service station explained that the center was also built to provide a convenient one-stop point for the growing vehicle owners in the area.
Along this route, this is a major highway, And as such, we feel that we should do something that can be able to accommodate vehicles who normally go to Accra and Tema for their services.
The Tema Zonal Manager, Rita Addo, noted that the construction of the Auto Service Center was a step in the right direction as it would provide premium products and services to customers.
GOIL as a company, on our part, shall supply all ranges of lubricants to sell Auto Service Center for the servicing of cars. GOIL will also provide technical advice and services to the Auto Center, which will help equip the workers to offer good service delivery.
In a related development, GOIL has continued to reward its cherished customers in the ongoing ASEDA promotion. At the DAWHENYA service station, motorists who took advantage of the promo could not help but heap praise on GOIL.
This is more GOIL fuel because other stations say no need naji me come food to am fuel me. No, apart from GOIL
anytime I wake up, GOIL is my filling station that I go, because if you buy GOIL oil, it takes time before you finish. Unlike the other ones, if you buy before you see it finish.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting it. I only came here for fuel and then I had this as well. I'm grateful.
The Tema Zonal Manager Rita Addo emphasized that the ASEDA promo is for everyone who buys from GOIL without discrimination. Hence, all customers should take advantage before the year ends.
We're not saying buy 50, 100, anything you buy. This is to reward you for patronizing us throughout the year. So we're still saying, come and enjoy the goodies GOIL has to offer.
At the South Last Service Station, motorists, including trotro drivers, taxi drivers, and private car owners, received their gift items as a result of the ASEDA promotion. They received a variety of gifts such as rice cookers, pressing irons, kettles, refrigerators, among others. Some beneficiaries of the promo expressed excitement at their rewards.
I am a catcher. Me nam for I was station say GOIL there otwa e ma wonje ne che e ma won time ko shop nti na bring nyina no aya omumra GOIL ommeto GOIL.
They attested to the fact that GOIL only provides value for money services and products. South Zonal Manager Helen Tremanting also disclosed the benefits of his tally card system.
Anytime when you get to any of our stations, request for the tally card. This one is not going to end at the end of the month. You can get it at all our service stations. When you receive it, whatever you buy, just write it in it. At the end of the month, we will tally it, whatever the award you are supposed to get. You come back to the station, we will even call you and tell you that you are supposed to come and receive award at ABCD station.
Similarly, the ASEDA train continued in Koforidua as part of the company's efforts to ensure that the promotional campaign is experienced nationwide.
We believe that GOIL belongs to all Ghanaians, and at a point we don't want to use all our profits. We also want to give back to the society as a corporate responsibility.
The zonal manager preached the good news of GOIL fuel.
If you buy from GOIL, you are not just saving money, but your car engine will also last long and you will not go to mechanic shop every time. So we encourage everybody to buy from a GOIL filling station. Our diesel is also ultra low sulfur. The sulfur content in the diesel is insignificant. You can't even notice it, and it helps to reduce all the debris from your engine.
The various categories of drivers attested to the efficacy of GOIL products and expressed gratitude for the promotion.
Na metri bana etwi car no na always get etwa say e ba beto go wa hanom because utwa wo ka ni mu a eche and my engine so strong and my car so running udwane ko anim what you say always be etwa say e ba hanom e beto because your person be filling station biara e ba ko to petrol e be say your car no engine aye basabasa.
I have one and fine pa I am tomade me ba ye mo chamade therefore go afuo na obi an tobi na ye papa.
All right, let's take our lenses to the international scene. to see what is happening in the global port and maritime industry. Hutchison Port's Best, a semi-automated terminal, aims to become the greenest container terminal in the Mediterranean with 100% electricity coming from renewable sources starting from 2022. In efforts to lead sustainability in the port sector, BEST has signed an agreement with Spanish multinational electric utility company Endesa for the contracting of 100% energy from renewable sources. The contract will enable the terminal to reduce its carbon dioxide emissions by more than half and to consolidate its position as a benchmark in the use of renewable energy. Logistics provider DP World and the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo have signed a collaboration agreement for the development of the deep sea port at Banana. The agreement comes after the signing of a term sheet earlier this year between DP World and the DRC government, which summarized the agreed amendments to the initial contract signed in 2018. This final agreement now allows DP World to begin construction within 12 months of the DRC's first deep-sea port, which will be located at Banana along the country's 37-kilometer coastline on the Atlantic Ocean.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year! Hooray! Happy summer to you!
Merry
Christmas!
Hip, hip, hip!
Hooray!
Merry Christmas! Happy New Year!
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! Hooray!
Till we get some, we won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some.
Now it's time to look at the schedule of vessels that have berthed within the port, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming weeks, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rate, which you may need to know to clear your cargo with. All right, this is where we draw the curtains on our Christmas season edition of Eye on Port. We hope you've been educated. Remember, all that transpires here on Eye on Port, and our previous episodes will be found on our YouTube channel, Eye on Port. Remember to subscribe, like, and give us feedback. Thank you for watching,